Hello, I am Archivist Saren, and welcome to my study. And today, I am playing Alan Wake. Now, hopefully it works correctly. I had some problems with it right at first, where, first of all, for some reason it was saying that I didn't meet the minimum requirements, even though it's kind of an older game, so I don't know how I wouldn't meet the minimum requirements. I think it was just kind of freaking out for some reason. But either way, I set the graphics to high on my own because I assume my computer could probably handle it. I mean, it could handle Expedition 33 pretty much perfectly fine, even on high, settings. So I doubt Alan Wake is going to be, pushing the boundaries of the system. But we'll see. Yeah, and then also the resolution was really weird on it, which I didn't even notice until I tried to put it into OBS, and it was a whole mess. But either way, I got it working, for the most part, hopefully. And yeah, I haven't played this game in a very, very long time. I don't even know when the game came out, but I remember way back in the day, my dad had this on the Xbox 360. And that's where I played it originally. And I honestly, I don't even know how much of it I played or how much I remember of it, because I didn't even think it was a horror game for the longest time. I thought it was just a shooter, well, essentially a shooter. It's a shooter, just you have a flashlight, as far as I remember. But my memory of it is very foggy because in more recent years, when I had my 360 hooked up again, I had my friend play it a bit, and I was like, oh yeah, it's a cool game, wacky flashlight shooter thing. And he was actually kind of freaked out by it because I didn't remember at all that apparently it's a horror game. So yeah, I don't really know what to expect because I don't remember much of anything about the game. I know he's a writer, and it has, and there's some like existential stuff, maybe, what do you call it? Lovecraftian, that's the word. Maybe Lovecraftian type things going on. I don't remember. I know there's shadow demons, and aside from that, my memory's really foggy. As I said, it has been a very long time since I played this game. So I'm gonna be going into it probably mostly blind with just vague recollection going on. And that'll be great. That'll be a good time, I'm sure. Hopefully it goes well, and hopefully I'm actually decent at it. So let's hit new game. Definitely not Nightmare. Not easy, because I ain't no wimp as of right now. We're going on normal.
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end.
That's true.
My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer.
There it is. It's his name. An interesting name.
I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination.
I've been there before.
For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there.
Okay, to be fair, that was kind of his fault. Why are you
hitchhiker too late?
Why are you standing in the middle of the road, in the dark, at a bend in the road? Like, that ain't his fault.
I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again.
Oh, he disappeared. Well, that's no good.
Suddenly, his body was gone.
Episode 1.
I was in shock from the crash.
Oh,
I could
we're just
hardly
straight
stand
into
on
it.
my feet.
Ugh. All right. First of all, look up into the light. Okay, there we go. Reverse controls for looking up and down. No. Change camera settings in the menu. Okay, now I can move. I was worried for a second. That's why I wasn't looking around right at first, since I was worried that WASD wasn't doing anything. And then I actually read the instructions and I had to look up. First of all, why was the hitchhiker in the middle of the road? I mean, I know it's a nightmare. It's not really happening, probably. But come on, man. Like, and you could tell it wasn't even that he was just swerving off the road slightly and hit the guy. No, the guy landed in the middle of the road after the crash. Like, he was right next to the double yellow line in the center. So no way would he have been off the road and I hit him to get him there. And just, I don't even know. What was he doing there? Additionally, is it really considered a crash if your car hits someone, like just hits a person? I mean, it's certainly an accident and vehicular manslaughter, but I don't know if I would consider it like a full-on crash. You know, you're it's not like there's going to be a ton of damage to like your vehicle or anything like that, and you know, you don't have to exchange information. Like, you're looking for some car insurance on the guy, just like yes, and you swap some information with him, and you know, totally his fault. Full liability on his part. Anyways, I wanted to see if I could I can't turn the audio any higher, which is weird, because usually I have to turn volume down to match, you know, to make it so the stream, you know, game volume isn't too high, which I think sometimes I lower it a bit too much. But here it already looks like it's a bit too low, and I haven't lowered it at all. It's at the max, so I guess I'm just gonna raise the desktop audio thing on my OBS. See if that works better. So I don't know. Let me know if that's good, and I'll be keeping an eye on the volume, whatever the volume mixer, but that doesn't always tell you the whole story there. Let's see. Hold down shift to sprint. Can do. Oh, that is kind of a weird angle to be standing at from the camera. I don't know. It might be because I'm so used to Expedition 33 where you're
the lighthouse. I knew there was something important waiting for me there.
Where you're looking over like their other shoulder. Just to have them so far on the right there is weird to me. All right, let's see. Rinko Point Lighthouse hiking trail. Oh, but those stairs are not stairsing. Let's see. Alan Wake. The sudden stop. Missing. What is that? Is that a cat? Missing cat? Oh. Alright. Okay. Hi.
You don't even recognize me, do you, Ryder?
No, I don't.
God.
I just jump.
Just make up
Yeah, apparently so.
play with
Okay, bye.
and kill them when you think it adds to the drama.
Yeah.
You're in this story.
Yeah, I'm just leaving. Bruh. You just like half climb over it and then just kind of sit there.
Missed your deadline.
You can dodge enemy attacks. Oh, is it Dark Souls? Ow. Yeah, I don't know the parry timing and I can't lock onto him.
You can't
Well done.
stop
That's not very well done. Try it again. Dodge the attack. Alright, I'll try. There we go. Graceful dodges are sometimes highlighted with a cinematic moment.
I
Okay.
realized that the hitchhiker was a character from the story I'd been working on.
How does it feel to die by the hands of your own creation?
I don't know. I'll let you know when I die. Is it just me or does this guy kind of have a goofy run? I mean, you're in like a life or death situation and bro is just like, he just meandering down the way. Look at him. I don't know, I feel like I would be a bit more concerned. Yeah, and I have to look like way to the right to make him go forward. I'm holding shift as hard as I can, my man. Alright, good.
It's me. Play Stewart, remember?
I don't remember.
There's no time to lose.
Ugh.
Oh no!
Oh no, indeed.
Stop!
Oh, I don't know.
No! Damn it, die! No! No! No!
Interesting. Okay. Now it seems a little bit loud. I think the voices are a bit quieter.
There was no way out.
Let me just modulate this a little bit. There. 4.6. That should be good. But there are subtitles, of course, so we should be fine. Look for our way out. Hi. How about the other door? Is it that easy? No. How about we hide in the fridge? That's a genius idea. No. Oh, that's a light fridge. I could just bash this thing around. Right, out the window. Nope.
The cabin was a death trap. I had to get out.
Well, we tried this door already. Yeah, that doesn't do nothing. I don't really see any other way to get out. Ugh. Yeah. Oh. Alright, well. Can do. Don't have to ask me twice. No.
You are hurt. You should go into the light. You are only safe there.
Okay, Mr. Disembodied Voice. Oh, the light heals us. Okay.
Well done. I have something important to tell you. It
And what
goes
might
like
that be?
this. For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where
It's very
waves
bright.
are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand?
No.
Follow my light.
Alright, sure, yeah. Bro just doing a whole freaking reparo over here. I don't know. Is he a freaking wizard?
Your dream to teach you. The darkness is dangerous. It's sleeping now. When it feels you coming, it will wake up. There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing. The
What might that
hitchhiker
be?
has been taken over by the dark presence. You
Revolver
can't hurt
ammo.
him now. The darkness protects him from all harm. Only light can drive the darkness away and make him vulnerable again. Here, take the light.
Alright.
Turn your flashlight toward him and burn the darkness away.
Insert battery. Okay.
You did it. Now the darkness no longer protects him, but it's still inside, controlling him. He can't be saved. He's still a threat. He is still your enemy. Here,
Okay.
take the gun.
Now you'll die.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Good. You've done well. Remember what I've taught you. That is all. I will give you back your dream now.
Okay, bye. Can I get more batteries
In the
before you go?
nightmare,
Okay.
A terrible darkness was taking over the world. The lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth.
I can't see why. Alright, well, we did it. I like how the... Okay, so we don't need to boost the light to break them. Bruh, where are you going? Making this very difficult for me. There we go. Alright. Well, it is good that you don't need to boost the flashlight in order to break them, because if I did have to, then I'd probably run out of batteries for it. Ooh, okay. I need to remember that shift is dodge, not space. This is not exactly Dark Souls rules. Oh gosh, I keep pressing space. Oh, and you can't dodge while backpedaling? That's weird. Maybe I can, I'm just maybe pressing it at the wrong time. And the aiming's a little loady, but you know, it's to be expected, I guess. Hey Dottie, how's it going? I gotta get into the light so we can heal. Yeah, the dodging is really weird because out of combat it doesn't dodge, it just sprints. Flare gun and flare gun ammo. Oh, delightful. Use a 1 to switch weapons? Okay. It means the number keys. Let's just reload here. Does that waste our... No, it doesn't waste our ammo. Good. Alright.
Just like
There's a lot of you guys. Okay, you can hit both at once. Dark Souls, don't fail me now. Ooh, can you get headshots in this? Not that I'm going to be able to, but I would like to know if I could. Just got home from Costco since Joan wasn't tired yet. Oh, alright. Costco's fun. Hi. You alone over here, my guy? I just took out 3 of your hooligans. I don't see how just one of you is gonna be much of a threat. But alright. Still a lot of people? Yeah. I went recently to Costco around the time it opens, and it still is pretty busy. A little easier to aim, but yeah, it uses the battery to aim while focusing, which is unfortunate. Alright. So far, so good. I mean, we got hit a few times. I need to work on the dodging. Where are you? Oh, you're behind me. Yeah, and it stuns them a bit if you focus it, but not if you don't. 5 p.m. busy? Yeah, for sure. Alright, well, I don't know if I was supposed to kill all of them or if I was just supposed to run, but we killed all of them, so there's that. Let's just get into the... Oh, okay. I was kind of hoping I would just be able to stand in light for a minute, but it's fine. Who needs healing? Oh, apparently us. It's just going to be blowing up the entire bridge. Down to just jogging speed. He's like, oh, running for my life is really tiring, you know? Man, I should have gotten out more. Like, come on, man. What is this, and is it a collectible, and should I grab it for running for my life? Alright, thank you. 1 out of 100. I'm not getting all of those. Just so you know. Is this game a scary game? I mean, kinda. I think it's supposed to be a horror game. But I don't remember much about it. I played it years ago. And so far, it's about as scary as any shooter to me. Because honestly, shooters are the real horror games for me. I don't know why. They stress me out so much sometimes.
He's here.
Who's here? Me?
Wake up.
Yeah, that's me.
Shh, baby. Just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You dozed off.
Right.
Did I?
Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here.
Are we here? Where's here? I remember something about a ferry and an island. Is that where we are? Playing streaming FNAF today? Ah. Well, if you're streaming after my stream, then I'll pop in to see how that's going. Yeah, I don't have many horror games either. This is just one of the only ones I have, because at some point this was very much on sale, and I was like, oh, I remember that game. And even though I still have it on console, I like to have things on computer when possible.
Let's act like we're on vacation. Go stand next to that old gentleman there. I want a shot of you with the town in the background.
Okay.
Sure. I'll even give you a title for the shot. A city boy, moments before he got eaten by a bear.
Can't be moments before. There's no bears on a ferry.
You picked a good time to visit our town. Deerfest is just 2 weeks away.
Deerfest?
Huh? Did you hear that, honey?
You
Deerfest.
have a lovely wife, if you don't mind me saying.
Oh, I'm
I'm Pat Maine, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Ah.
I'm Alan Wake.
No handshake?
Pretend
Okay.
I don't recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but I'm the night host at the local radio station.
Why is she still taking pictures?
Any chance I could get an interview?
How many pictures does she need
Mr.
for
Maine,
this?
I'm on vacation. In fact, I'd appreciate it if we could keep my being here just between the two of us. I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough. You can trust me to be discreet. Not a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though. I hope you two have a lovely holiday.
He speaks very quietly. That's sometimes what makes it really hard to, you know, set the volume for these games, is that sometimes the voice volume is so much lower than anything else in the
Very
game.
nice. I got a couple of really good ones. And I see you made a friend. That's cute.
Right. Yeah?
Hey, bestseller, how's my favorite writer? Are you there yet?
Barry. Yeah. We just got here.
Are the locals giving you trouble? Just say the word and I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're left alone, Al.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great, great. Just want to make sure you can relax and recharge. So, how is the place? Has it gotten your creative juices flowing?
Barry, we're just
It looks
settling in.
nice.
Okay, Al. I'll call back later to make sure you're doing okay. And you call me if there's a problem, okay? Okay. I'm just looking out for you, buddy. Talk to you later.
I love you too, Barry.
You know he's going to be calling you every 5 minutes.
Barry is Barry. I can always turn off the phone.
What did I tell you?
That wasn't even every 5 minutes, that was
Text
5
message from
seconds.
Barry. He says hi to you too.
So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to set the everything else volume lower and then just raise the volume in OBS. So the voices are going to be louder than everything else to some degree. You see, that should maybe hopefully work well. It's a work in progress.
Alan, we're here. Come on, let's get back to the car.
Get back to the car. All right.
We need to stop at the local diner to get the cabin key from the landlord, a Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us. I'll go fill her up while you get the key. I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes?
Sure.
Does it really take 15 minutes to get the key?
Thank you for coming here with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave.
He's not gonna behave. We can tell. He's a bad boy.
I'd forgotten there were still places like this.
What?
Towns
There's
where
literally just a
everybody knew
cutout of
everybody.
him.
Welcome to
right
the
there.
Diner.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake. Alan Wake. Oh, God! I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl? Of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment. I can't believe it. I've got all your books. I got the cutout from the bookstore when they took it out of the window.
And you keep it here. Well, okay. Good for you.
The heck is he doing? What is that run?
Try the coffee. Just don't
Oh,
blame
now
me
he's just...
when you fall in love, because it'll break your heart when you have to leave.
Where the heck is he
Rusty
going?
here is no longer human. Nothing but black coffee.
He's just kind of
under a
drifting
thin
into the
layer of
street
skin.
now. Bro, are
Yeah,
you
that
okay?
makes two of us.
Bro, now I'm starting to see why the hitchhiker was in the middle of the road. People just kind of slide into the freaking road.
I can't believe it. I'm having a conversation with Alan Wake.
Sorry, I was more distracted by the guy skedaddling down the roadway. That wasn't even like
Are you on
a
your
full
own,
run.
Or is your wife with you? I can show you the town if you want.
Right.
I get off work
So
at
much
6.
for a quiet vacation. Thanks, Rose. We'll be sure to keep that in mind.
Where am I going? I honestly was watching the guy skedaddling so much that I completely just phased out what they were talking about. I'm assuming we go over here.
Do me a favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now. Coconut, number 6 in the jukebox.
Sure
I'd do
thing,
it
buddy.
myself, but both of my legs have gone to sleep. Bad circulation. Yeah.
Are you serious? Coconut again? You disgust me. Call yourself a rocker. Unbelievable.
Alright then.
It
Hey,
does
let me
that.
just
Get
steal the
stuck.
thermos.
Yeah, you need to give it
Why
a
are
good
you
solid
just...
whack.
What are you doing here? Just looking around this corner nervously.
Don't go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I think I can handle it, ma'am.
I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find Stuckey, to get the key and get out as soon as possible. The waitress was giving me a headache. Overeager fans always did.
That's rude. They're your fans. You should be very courteous to them. You know?
Hello?
So you have 15 minutes until your wife comes back with the car. You can wait.
Mr. Stuckey?
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife.
She sounds very hospitable.
Thanks.
Well, thank you. What nice people in this small town. Alright, bye.
Cauldron Lake is a special place. Very inspiring.
That's the point.
You got lucky this time, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I'll hurt
This
you in the
will
dark.
Be fixed, and then
Even that sounds better than your singing.
Are you alright?
Splendid, splendid. Damn hernia. It swells up like a balloon if I lift anything heavier than a spoon. Yeah.
That's not healthy.
Splendid, splendid. It's been a long time, Tom.
The Andersons, they're, local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Alright then. Oh hey, just in time.
Bye, Mr. Wake.
There's some
Mission
characters in
accomplished.
there.
The key and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Hey, she knows how the game works.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
Hey, Carl.
That diner was a real nut house.
It was.
Can you believe this place? This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
Batman here on PBFF.
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand.
Here's another one of my favorites to go with it.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years. Not since my last book.
I feel that.
And gonna be a clear night, so you folks in the big city might want to look up every once in a while, see those stars winking down at you. It gets pretty dark out here, but they'll light your way.
That is a really cool cabin, I have to say. And I think I need to mess with the volume again, and I may need to turn it back up a little bit more. It's a really nice cabin, though.
Wow. It's gorgeous, Alan.
Is this even the
It's
place we're
something,
supposed to be
all right.
going?
Don't worry, honey. I'll get you inside safe and sound before it gets dark.
Yeah, I'll turn it up a little bit more because the voices still seem a little quiet, which is no good. We need to be able to hear what
And
they're
I've got
saying.
the flashlight.
I know. I'm okay.
Alice had a phobia. The fear of darkness. I wanted to make sure we were inside with the lights on before sunset.
I wonder what the fear of the dark is called in, like, technical terms. The issue is that there's a lot of Latin words for darkness, you know. You can hurry up a little bit. The bag's not that heavy. Unless you're bringing, like, your bowling set. It's full of, like, 2 bowling balls or something. I don't know, just... You don't have to be that slow. Come on. Alright, let's go. The nice cabin, though. Lots of crows. I like crows. We got an axe. I like axes. I think this had, like, 2 chimneys. I like chimneys. See, the place is perfect. Has a odd little cabin thing out. Oh, here's the door.
An old generator had been connected to the power cable.
I also probably shouldn't just be running around. Oh. We got a whole Dead by Daylight thing going on here. Okay, that looks like it's going to blow up in like 2 seconds. I should really get out of here. Thanks for being so casual, Mr. Wake.
Good work, honey. I'll freshen up a bit and start settling in.
Okay, I'll look around a bit.
Sure thing. Have fun.
The island.
Okay. I think I did things a little out of order there.
It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here. Site for a love story. Maybe it would be that again.
You were still talking about the trunk that's way over there. But okay. Focus.
Alice had told me about Cauldron Lake Lodge. The old building used to be a hotel, but these days it was no longer open to the public.
Interesting. Is that writing over there? No. It looks like a bunch of weird markings on the plywood. That's how plywood is sometimes. I don't know why. We've got a basement, evidently. An under-house area. Unless that's just part of... It might just be a window for the basement as well. Hi, bird. We got firewood, chairs that are knocked over for some reason. Like, leaned up against that thing. Yeah, we do have 2 chimneys. Although that one looks very different. Might be part of a cooking stove instead of an actual fireplace. How do I get down to the dock? It probably isn't. It probably doesn't matter. If we need to get to the dock, it will show us how to get to the dock. So, it's not like this is an open world game or anything. It's story driven.
Alice? Honey?
I don't want to explore in here. See if we can steal another thermos. I don't know why I'm collecting thermoses exactly, but
Alan, I'm upstairs. I have a surprise for you.
it better be a appropriate for stream surprise. Probably is. I mean, just given how old this game is, well, saying it like it's came out in the 1980s. No, it's not that old, but generally, even early 2000s games didn't have any anything that is not appropriate for Twitch. And, as I've said, as long as it's a natural part of the game, usually it doesn't matter. Oh no, not Rose.
Who that famous artist was. It was Alan Wake, wasn't it? He's my favorite writer.
Well, Rose,
I just saw him at the diner. Oh, I am
These people.
so excited he's here.
I'm sure he's glad to be here, too. Well, folks, I guess the secret's out.
Alright, well, we found the way to the dock here. Focus.
The water was black. I couldn't help but imagine all sorts of horrors lurking in the depths below.
Why would you imagine that? But why? I mean, I know you're a horror writer, but come on, man. That's just not good for your sanity. This guy sounds almost as paranoid as I do. What kind of song is this? Oh my gosh. Alright. Weird taste of music in this town, I guess.
A shoebox filled with books by Thomas Zane sat on the shelf. I'd never heard of him before.
I've never heard of him either. Except, I think my grandfather's name was Zane. It's a good name. That door just closed. I got some serious compression stuff on it.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, I'm exploring, lady. Oh.
Surprise!
Alice? What is this?
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get you past...
Damn it, Alice, everyone
Hey, just hear me out. There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists. Maybe...
So now you want to get me committed?
No, it's not like that.
It
That's
seems a
not...
lot like that.
Alan? Alan?
Bro.
Just don't! I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice! God damn it! I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to think things through. Damn it. Alice? Alice? Alice! The cabin had gone.
Okay, 3 things. I was waiting for the cinematic to stop so I could pause it. First of all, what kind of doctor? I mean, I guess therapists are also doctors, right? They have a doctorate, maybe, probably. So I suppose there could be a type of quote-unquote doctor that can help you with, you know, writer's block or whatever is afflicting him. I'm assuming it's something similar to writer's block. But writer's block is a very psychological issue. It's not something you can just like take some drugs or do a surgery and get rid of it. It's like that's a psychological issue. A doctor isn't really gonna be able to help you that much, other than, as I said, a therapist. And I don't know. Do therapists usually go by the prefix doctor? I don't think so. Either way, so I don't see how a doctor would help with his issue. Additionally, I don't see... When we were in the house and the lights went out, why was she like, Helen? Helen? Like, she couldn't see him anymore. Like, where'd you go? Like, he is literally 2 feet in front of you, and it's not even pitch black outside yet. Like, you can still see. He is still right there. Why are you acting like he just disappeared into nothingness? Like... I don't know, maybe she never learned object permanence. I don't know. That
all the lights were out.
Alan, where are you? Help!
Alice,
I'm coming.
It's all right, I'm coming.
Cool your jets.
What the hell?
All right, well, the birds that were diving right at me are bad things.
Alice?
Well, she did.
Oh no!
I don't know. In any serious predicament,
Keep going.
I don't think I've ever unironically said, "Oh no!" Like I don't know. It just seems so not the thing you say. Like I could see him yelling Alice again, or something like that.
And entered another. I couldn't remember how I got there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice. The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot.
Alright then. Somehow we're in a crashed car now. Do we still have our flashlight? We don't have our flashlight. Oh. Well, the crash could have been a lot worse. We could have gone into that crevasse there. What even stopped us? Wait, yeah, what did even stop us? We didn't bottom out on anything. None of the rocks are touching the bottom of the car. All the wheels are touching except for that one. There's no good reason that this car should have stopped here unless they locked up the wheels with the brakes. Yeah, and how did they go off that and land here without hitting this tree? I don't know. Maybe I'm overanalyzing this, but it ain't adding up to me.
Was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartman. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either.
He does look pretty smug, doesn't he? Where's my flashlight, by the way? Maybe a revolver? There's a boot. It's not either of those things. I guess there was a tree here, it looks like. Maybe we smacked into the... Okay, you're just able to walk close to that cliff. Yeah, it looks like maybe we smacked into the side of that log and broke it off, and that stopped our momentum enough to stop the car. I don't know. Man, we caused some havoc up there.
The gas station was my best bet. They'd have a phone I could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there.
Yeah, looks decently long. And honestly, it's not that far away, realistically. Though there is a river. Honestly, your best bet would be to climb back up this little cliff. I mean, I know game logic-wise you can't, but realistically, even after a car crash, you should have the energy and adrenaline to just kind of clamber up the cliff, especially using this rock here. You'd be able to do that. Then you'd be back at the road, you could backtrack that way, get back to the bridge, and be right there. If you're going this way, I don't know where the next river crossing is. So, you know. Damn. Whatever. Oh, there goes the car. Well, ain't that inconvenient. Hey, but at least that book is gone. You know? You guys will never need to see that guy's smug face ever again. He's freaking dead. He fell off with the car. Man, I always feel like he's like drifting left.
Hello?
Hi, giant light demon. How goes it?
Hello? Is someone there?
No, just pieces of paper. They're known to make blinding lights sometimes.
The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night.
Been there before. Just in the tutorial, honestly. Access them with the F5 button. Can I? Oh.
Departure by Alan Wake.
Good. Alright.
The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare, but I was awake.
Okay. I don't know. I feel like just saying the blood of his victim sounds weird. Like, if you had said last victim, that's more descriptive. And that, you know, but his victim, I mean, presumably you're his victim. Because he's trying to attack you. And there was no victim to speak of before. This seems like you're talking about somebody you know. So that just kind of throws me off a bit. Either way, other than critiquing Alan Wake's writing, we're just gonna carry on, I guess, and hope to find a flashlight of some sort. I mean, once we've dealt with their darkness, we might be able to, like, punch them in the face. Who even needs a revolver, honestly?
Anybody
Hi.
there? Please, I've been in an accident.
Yeah, I hit a hitchhiker, or I mean, I fell off a cliff, but didn't fall off the cliff until I got out of the car, then my car fell off the cliff.
The lights up ahead were a good sign. Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
Maybe not. Caution. I'll read that when I get closer. Let's see. Other caution. Hazardous environment. All visitors must visit site office! Exclamation mark. Biltmore Logging Co. What's in here? Is there a thermos in here you're trying to hide from me? I don't see one. Let's see. Employees must wear protective eyewear at all times. Cannot do. I don't have one of those. I think I'm supposed to... Yeah, I'm just supposed to, like, jump straight in. It seems a bit dangerous, but, you know. Whatever. The rules of polite society don't apply to me.
Please, I've been in an accident.
Alright, hello, Mr. Logging Man.
You! Phil! There's been an accident. I need help. Listen, I need to...
Premium cabins for rent in...
Oh, hell.
Carl Stuckey. Pleased to meet you.
Carl.
Non-refundable reservation deposit required. Fair and square.
Okay, bye. Fair and square. Sure. Is there a flashlight on you guys? No? Why would you out here without a flashlight? Pleased to meet you too, Carl Stuckey. Okay. That's dangerous, my man. Fair and square, I am hearing you. Sick jump, bro. I didn't know he was a parkour master. What the heck?
You lose.
Shit.
I lost my deposit. This is a horror game.
I had to figure a way out of
Here's
this.
Stuckey.
Any second now, and Stuckey would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
All right.
During your trying walking, it's the latest thing.
It's the latest thing, huh?
Incontestably proven health benefits let you kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You can see the sights and keep those cholesterol levels down at the same time.
I just like listening to him. I don't know why. All right, let me just call 911 or something.
Yes.
Hello, police.
Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
Hi, shadow demons are attacking me.
Hello? Hello?
All right, that didn't work. Gonna go ahead and start streaming. All right, I will drop my water apparently. But I will probably die. That's probably not good. Let's keep moving. Okay, you're just gonna spin my view there. That's fine. Ow. But yeah, I'll probably join you at your stream in like an hour or two. Maybe an hour, hour and a half. We'll see. Hi. I don't need to boost the light just yet. Keep pressing space to try to jump or to try and dodge. And that just ain't right.
My head pounded with a concussion. I'd never fired a gun outside a shooting range, and now I just killed someone. Or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. If I was dreaming, it felt real enough to make me sick.
I don't know. If it were me, and there were literal shadow demon lumberjacks running at me trying to hit me with axes, I wouldn't be sitting there like, oh goodness, I've never shot outside of a gun range and now I've killed somebody. Like, no, I'd be like, man, who knew that shadow demons could be killed with bullets? You know, like, it doesn't seem like the kind of situation I'd be really worried about morality in. Why is there yellow?
Graffiti was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies near it.
Why is that delightful? I kind of like the revolver better, though. Well, I've never used the flare gun yet, but, you know. I'm just looking around for thermoses, honestly. Alright, well. Let's hit the big thingamawhat's it here. The big green red button. And now the big green button. Alright. Pick. Why? What? Why is that your...
was the last place I wanted to go, but
Bro is literally just like, he's not like, I wonder how I could disable this. Maybe there's a fuse that I can unhook, or perhaps some other mechanism, maybe an off switch that I can find. No, he's just like, my shoes have rubber. That means they're insulated. Kick. Like, that's not how electrics work.
I had to get to the gas station.
You shouldn't just freaking kick the source of the electricity like it's nothing, my guy. You have the survival sense of a... Oh, hi. Freaking jeez. Alright, freaking Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. What the heck? Throwing axes like that? You can't do that. What's up here? We got loot. I like loot. More manuscript pages that I can make fun of. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Why did you skipped a few pages there, Mr. Wake.
The Taken stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like ink underwater, like a cloud of blood from a shark bite. I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it to stop coming any closer. Suddenly something gave, and the light seemed to shine brighter.
Okay. I don't know how often people deal with brain tumors that cause blind spots in your vision. But if he had just said up here, like, it was impossible to focus on it as if it stood in a blind spot in my vision, I'm pretty sure most people would have been able to, you know, understand that. Because everyone has blind spots in their vision. That's why we need mirrors in a car. And you can't even usually see where the blind spot is consciously because, you know, I mean, there's a lot of videos talking about this, but it is very hard to see when something's entered your blind spot because your brain's really good at just spackling over any blind spots in your vision and just approximating what should be there. But why go first to a brain tumor or an eye disease? you know? Like, there's a lot of things that cause blind spots. Honestly, it's really weird. This brings it up, is that I do have an issue with blind spots in my vision sometimes. I'll sometimes get like a certain type of, I don't even know if it's a headache first, but I do sometimes get these things where there's like a wiggly, squiggly spot in my vision that just, it's kind of like if you suture two parts of your vision together and the middle portion of that doesn't exist. So there's literally just a blind spot in the center of my vision or somewhere in my vision when this happens, and it's like it just takes the two sides and closes them together. So it doesn't look like there's a blind spot there, but anything in that area is just gone. It's just out of existence. So it's weird when that happens. And then it usually turns into a headache, which is why I think that they're like linked with migraines or something. I don't know. It used to happen a lot. It doesn't happen so much anymore. Anyways, daydreams about
Rose
Wake.
knew she had been gushing, but right now she didn't care.
You what?
As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was literally the high point of her life. She watched as he got in the car with his wife. She was pretty, confident, at ease with Wake. Not like Rose. They were perfect for each other. She'd have given anything to be called their friend.
Okay, so that's about Rose at the diner. And you know, I think that it's probably fine. Okay, we can't go over that. That's fine. I didn't want to go that way anyways. Just go past the big electric thing. That's definitely healthy. Oh, my eyes burn. Okay. Aside from getting hit by a flashbang, what's going on here? Hello?
What the hell was that?
That's what I'm wondering. Demon people? Demon people behind me? Demon people in front of me? No?
When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head.
What does that mean?
I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
What uncoiled itself inside? Is there a snake in your head that's all coiled up? Do you have brain parasites? What do you mean uncoiled inside your head? It's a very weird equivalency there of, you know, is that like how he describes having an idea? You couldn't say something clicked or possibly, I don't even know. I don't know what he was even trying to get at. Was he trying to say that he was scared to cross the water? But then why was it uncoiling? Usually when things are scared, they coil. I could think of so many other ways to say what he maybe was trying to say, because I don't even know what he was trying to say with that. Hi. Okay.
Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me.
Alright, stucco man. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. Why am I over here? Oh, page, that's why. Alright. Lots of collectibles in this game. I don't remember that. But that's probably good. Definitely not going to get all of them, even though I am being a bit thorough. Mainly because I know that I'm not good at shooters, and I know that I'm going to end up being low on ammo at times. So I need to explore and find all of the ammo I possibly could, just so I can actually survive. Because that's how it always is with these games. I always run out of materials, and then I'm sad because I can't shoot anything anymore, and then I just die, and then I have to somehow figure out how to get from the last checkpoint to the next place where they give you ammo with only like 12 bullets and a dream. And it doesn't end well, trust me. Like, if you've seen my Halo playthrough, you know I am bad at this stuff. Hi. They don't even be throwing stuff. Don't even be throwing stuff either. Ya dingus. Kind of sucky that killing the enemies doesn't actually give you anything, you know? In a lot of games, they mitigate the ammo cost of killing stuff by having them drop ammo or crafting supplies, like in a Tomb Raider. But here, they just kind of disappear into nothingness. Don't even leave ammo behind. Or not even an axe. I mean, I'd take an axe. Alright, caution. Proceed at your own risk. Logging area ahead. Well, it's logging area behind too, so... Why do they just have this pole connected to these trunks? Is that just to stabilize it? Seems like a lot of stabilization for a pole, but you know. I guess it's got load-bearing stuff going on. Alright, what does that mean exactly? Yeah, I don't trust that. I was gonna say, I've seen Final Destination, but I haven't. I know of Final Destination and the whole meme about that, but I have never seen it. Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't, because the meme is about people being traumatized for life by it.
Taken. They're taken.
Yeah, they're taken. That's what your manuscript said, at least. Alright, we got another shiny do. Alright. What's up, batteries? Batteries are not really what I need right now. Because, I mean, okay, the batteries are entirely unnecessary. Entirely. Because you can just not use it. You can just use your regular light. Plus, if you focus it for a bit and then unfocus it, you see the flashlight battery goes back up. So you only need the battery when you like absolutely have blasted them and need to continue blasting them, and you don't have any time to wait for it to recharge. Whereas the bullets are non-negotiable. You need to shoot them eventually. And I think they don't react to headshots, or at the very least I've only ever gotten a headshot on the last shot that I've used to kill them. So, I don't know. But generally the bullets are kind of unavoidable to be using, and I need more bullets than batteries then, because I can get by without batteries. I have so far. I mean, I have 20 batteries surplus right now.
The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way.
No. Actually, yeah, that staircase is kind of busted up. There's a lot of games that are just like, the staircase is broken, and it's just like a couple steps at the start.
There had to be a way to get up
kind of
there.
like out. And it's like, you could totally climb up that. But that one, yeah, I could see having actual difficulty getting up that. Ooh, revolver ammo, thank you. Item limit reached. Why is 42? Okay, 42 and 20 are the item limits for that. Can I have some enemies so I can smash them all?
There was no power. There was bound to be a generator somewhere at the logging site.
Okay, I'll call BS. That light is flashing at me right now. There's definitely power here. I mean, there might not be enough power to turn the system on, but there is some power. You can't tell me otherwise. What is that? Reload real quick. I said real quick. Well, thank you for being so patient, enemies. I guess it's kind of hard to reload a revolver quickly. Alright, let me just go grab our loot. Because, is that a thermos over there?
With all this forestry equipment around, there had to be something I could use to reach the top.
Yoink. Alright. I just wanted to keep topped up on the revolver ammo, because as I said, I am going to be hurting for ammo through this game, I'm fairly certain. I mean, it seems pretty good at keeping us topped up on ammo so far, and it has given us a secondary weapon already, which is usually good for ammo, because usually the max ammo on each weapon is separate. So, even if I'm at max revolver ammo, I'm nowhere near max flare ammo. I can always swap to it, you know. Alright. I did it. I appreciate the spotlight you just put on that. He'll help me greatly. Oh boy, hard hat area. Another one of my manuscript pages. I don't know who stole my ooh, shoot gun. It's a gun you use to shoot. Wait, do I actually shoot this with one hand? I didn't know he was that much of a freaking Giga Chad that he can shoot a shotgun with one hand. Like, bro, who can do that? Apparently it didn't look double barrel, but apparently it's like, wait, no. Why? Is it one of those, I can't really see it that well. No, maybe it's a double barrel. Because, you know, there's the double barrel shotguns that are side by side, and then the ones that are top and bottom. It looks like it might be a double barrel top and bottom, but it can't be pump action, just because pump action guns usually can hold more than 2 rounds, right? And I guess, I don't know, I don't know much about shotguns in real life. I know rifles have either pump action or lever action. I don't know about shotguns. Are there lever action shotguns? Probably, right? Who knows? I certainly don't, but either way, it should hold more than 2 bullets. Unless maybe it's just that I only have 2 bullets for it right now. Move log lift. Okay. I like moving log lifts. Where am I supposed to be moving it to? Probably just between these and then climb up and go across. Right? Eat exit. Okay. Yeah, that looks fine to me. Alright. I do like that it doesn't actually stop it at the perfect spot for you. You kind of actually need to realize what you're trying to do and put it in the right spot yourself. That is a good bit of non-hand-holding that I think is missing in a lot of modern games. A lot of modern games love to hold your hand. Which, you know, is a bit lewd. You can't do that until marriage. Come on. Alright, what's over here? We got another thermos, maybe? No. Just a stack of cans. Can we knock this over by, like, intimidating it with the flashlight? No. Unfortunate. Alright. I don't know, I haven't been very scared of this game so far. It's just like when I was younger. It's not any scarier than a regular shooter to me. Let's see, how much ammo is that? Okay, 6, but it can still just hold 2 at a time, which is interesting. What do you got to say today?
Well, I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night.
What a night indeed.
I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, take a moment. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep. It's absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear.
No, it is not.
The forest is quietly breathing along with you. As you listeners know, I'm a night owl, and it's on nights like this I wish I wasn't cooped up in the studio. Makes an old man like me wish I could just roam wild. But here I am, and who'd keep you company all night long if I weren't? It looks like I'm the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on here.
Okay. Why is there so much breathing behind this cabin?
Oh, isn't it beautiful out there?
Sure, but Pat, the reason I called is that Toby heard something rustling in the undergrowth and took off after it, and I couldn't find it.
Probably a rabbit.
Sure. Toby loves rabbits.
Well, sure.
Toby loves rabbits.
You know, if anyone runs into Toby, they could grab him. My number's on his collar.
And Toby's a friendly dog?
Toby loves people. Usually he comes back, but we were pretty far from home, and it sounds like he went pretty wild there. Great dog, but he's just
Well, Maurice, it's out there now. Hope Toby comes home soon.
Yeah, thanks, Pat.
You have a good night now.
Okay, well, that's that. Apparently there's a doggo out here. Somewhere. Wonder if we can actually find Toby. Maybe he tries to attack you. And there were birds that were taken by the darkness. We need to read all our manuscript pages so we can, you know, laugh at how he compares
The gas
blind
station
spots
was
to brain
closer
tumors.
now. Its light welcoming in the darkness.
Paul makes the best dogs in the state. Belly Burster is the best with no contest. Monster Dog is second best. The famous dog is third.
Okay. I don't know what he's talking about with his dogs. What are those, hot dogs? Snousages? Very, very foggy over here. Oh, hi. Yeah, you really just need to flash them. Whoa. Okay, thrown weapons actually don't do that much damage. Whoa. Still counted as a dodge, even though his throw got interrupted. It's interesting. Alright, well, you know. He didn't do enough damage to bring us down to the next threshold, so I think we just regenerate all his health. Or all the damage he did. Oh, hi. Whoa. I did not dodge that correctly. Oh, hi. There's another one over there. Alright. Ow. Big meanie face. Oh boy. I don't know, they're just, I mean, guys running at you with axes and wrenches and throwing stuff is plenty scary, but it's... Oh, hi. You here to talk to me about their hot dogs? Yeah, the one issue with the dodge is that it stops you from aiming your light. Alright. Well, they're dead. So yeah, as I was trying to say before they so rudely interrupted me, I'm just not so scared of the of the enemies per se. Like, they're just guys. Ow. I thought because I was sidestepping I could just walk away from that one. But, evidently no. Yeah, and they're not even fast enough yet to make it so I have to, like, stun them too horribly much. You can kind of just backpedal away from them right now. I'm sure they'll get harder as the game goes on. This is, like, early game shenanigans right now. And if I remember anything about the game, it's that it gets way harder later. And you're in places like big warehouses. I think the lighthouse comes back, perhaps. And it's a whole to-do. We're full up on those still. But see, our bullets are going down, our batteries are not. So, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? I agree. We like hefty meals, you know? But salads are good too. I mean, haven't you had a good salad? You know, people always say that salads are like a light meal. I feel like they just don't have enough salad. You know, I mean, you don't want to go heavy on the sauce or the croutons or anything because that stuff's just unhealthy. But yeah, I like that it gives us a heads up on this stuff. Interesting. Alright, we got slightly more evasive hooligans. That... I wasn't paying much attention. Did that guy have a sickle? I could have sworn he had a sickle, but as I said, I really wasn't looking. I was just like, guys, shoot him. Alright, what's in here? Loot. I already filled up my batteries. Ooh, it's a chainsaw. I could take that. I could chainsaw some demons. Right? Delightful. Why is there so much, like, electricity sparking in this game?
Science.
Twilight Zone?
It bestows immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind. Newton, Einstein, Sagan, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs.
Okay.
Tonight's episode, a quantum suicide.
I like some Twilight Zone. I've actually never seen Twilight Zone. I should watch that.
Called a press conference. Dr. Barclay Colvin is about to demonstrate that very courage.
Is he now?
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I am Dr. Barclay Colvin.
I've heard.
And I'm glad so many of you could join me here at the Moorcock Institute. Tonight, I'm going to give a practical demonstration
Nobody talks like this.
of the many worlds interpretation. As you can see, this is a loaded 9mm pistol. It
Bruh.
shall be part of a thought experiment. And now, a real experiment, known as a quantum suicide.
Did he say suicide? Is that a real gun? He's kidding, right?
Oh yeah, he's totally kidding. Trust me.
Stay calm. There is no risk. Observe what occurs when I place the weapon.
That's not your forehead. That's your temple.
Now, you might think this round is merely a dud. Not so. Observe the flower pot. And yet, I myself cannot be harmed with this gun.
How so?
With each pull of the trigger, 2 new realities branch off. One in which the weapon didn't fire, and one where it did. With my machine here, I have ensured that this reality is always the former. I have bestowed upon myself quantum immortality. Under no circumstances can this gun kill me.
So wait. What you're saying is that every time you pull the trigger, in another reality, you die?
Yes, of course, but that's completely trivial. There's an infinite number of things that could happen at any moment, and they always do happen somewhere. The point is, this one thing
Oh no, he unplugged the machine.
happen here.
You're insane, Colvin.
Insane? Insane?
Hey, was this thing supposed to be plugged in? I stumbled on it.
You fools! Gaze upon quantum immortality.
Oh, all right then. Man,
Poor Dr. Colvin. Felled by his own hubris? Or
this
the
is so
fears of
ridiculous.
masses? Perhaps he should have left the crate unopened, the decaying atom unobserved. Curiosity often kills the cat. In Night Springs.
all right, sure, yeah, okay. I don't know. At the start, it was just so. I mean, it was ridiculous all the way through. That was great, but at the start, just the way the guy talked, he was just like, I am Dr. What's-His-Face, and this is a pistol. Yeah, it was just so freaking animated. Like, why? Nobody talks like that. I mean, my mom, she talks a lot with her hands, but even she isn't going just like, I'm your mom, how's it going, guys? I am here with this pistol and this machine of quantum mechanics. You know, like... he was just way too animated. It was so good. Oh gosh. Why is this cone solid on the bottom? Out of all the things in this game, that's kind of the most terrifying. Why is that? That's just wrong. That's not how cones are supposed to be. Long. All right, well, back to the game. I almost don't want to get back to the game. I want more Night Springs or whatever. Oh boy, loads of ammo in a big open area. Can I grab more? Huh. I mean, spark plugs, they... Depends on your vehicle model and, you know, make. Because some vehicles, easier to change spark plugs than others.
Even with the engine takes dropping tools isn't easy
Come on. Why you gotta be getting in my way, my man? Alright. See, batteries are completely unnecessary. I even, like, fumbled that, like, twice, and it still worked out fine. Excuse you? It's not allowed, my man. Alright, battery, come back, please. Thank you. Oh yeah, these guys are the evasive ones. Where do you think you're going? Also, why do you look like a black hole? What is happening with you, my man? Are you good? Are you okay? Mr. What was your face again? Could you, Carl? Calvin? What was his name? I'm so bad with names. Sorry, man. Sorry about headshotting you 3 times in the face. Well,
Stucky's body vanished.
Stucky.
Only a
That was his
lifetime
last
of
name. I think it was Carl.
come, assuming I'd reached the lights at the gas station.
Definitely not Calvin. Oh, rip Stucky. Triple headshot generally does someone in. I don't know why he was stuck against that gate for so long, though. He was just kind of sitting there taking the flashlight beam to the face the whole time. But, you know, that was his decision. I didn't do that. Alright, another thermos. I like thermoses. Maybe you just kick the electron. Oh, there's a lever? Just kick it. It's fine. Oh. He actually flipped it like a regular person. What the heck is that about? You're supposed to kick it. That's just how Alan Wake does. He don't take no crap from no electronics. He just beats their face in, like earlier. Right? Alright, well, moving on. Gasoline.
I recognized the
Giant
parade
deer.
float I had seen in Bright Falls when I
Oh,
first
parade
arrived
float,
with
right.
Alice.
Deer Fest. Is there loot up here? No. No thermos in this abandoned car. Why is the deer breathing? It's a terrifying float. Alright, moving on. They seem to really like breathing in this game, which, out of context, sounds a bit weird, because most people enjoy to breathe. But, you know, I'm just
After
saying.
the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment. The sane world reasserted
Dumpster
itself.
diving? Dumpster diving for thermoses? No? Okay. You know, I think his wife's darkness phobia is just rubbing off on him. Like, nothing's actually going on. He just wandered off into the darkness. Is starting to freak out here. Also, we got like a few manuscript pages we never looked at. Attacked by birds. Delightful.
I heard them before I saw them, swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100 dead eyes, black pearls glittering in the darkness. I raised the flashlight and the swarm exploded like fireworks. Feathers burned, turned into ash. I couldn't hear my scream above theirs.
I don't know. if I was the one writing it, I would have said something more like, instead of I heard them before I saw them swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came, I would have said something like I heard the screeching before I saw them and then swooping down, just so you can add the screeching into the earlier sentence, because the screeching is kind of a descriptive word, and you want that in the reader's head before they, because when you just say I heard them, they don't have any description there. They don't know what you're hearing. It's just them, especially because you're not saying what exactly you are hearing, so you want something descriptive so they know what it is. Like, what, did they hear a human? Did they hear a ghost? Did they hear a bird? Did they hear a pig? Well, if you heard screeching, then, I heard the screeching before I saw them, then you would know that the whatever them is something that's screeching. Additionally, then you would avoid saying them and them right next to each other there like that. But that's just me. That's how I would have done it. I'm no Alan Wake, but and I'm also not a professional writer even. I am completely an amateur writer, but I still can have opinions on such things.
At first, I kept finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly, for they held the answer to the mystery. With it, I could save myself. With it, I could save Alice.
How do you know that? I mean, I guess this is book Alan that's saying this. It's also, I mean, I know that this is an odd situation, seeing as how he's reading the manuscript that is written about him reading the manuscript about him reading the manuscript. It's kind of a loop thing, so it's kind of hard to tell what, like, is it from his perspective, is it from his other perspective as the writer, or as him as the person in the situation. It's hard to tell usually, because I began to hunt for the pages. That's obviously him in the situation, but he's also monologuing about himself, what he can do, which seems more like writer him knowing more than we do. Because how do you know that you could save Alice or yourself? How do you even know if Alice is in danger anymore? You woke up in a car accident after she drowned in a cabin. Like, I have no idea how you would even know any of that, or think that you know what's going on. I mean, you might just have a terrible concussion and we're just running around in the woods shining flashlights in people's faces and shooting them. Like, maybe there are no shadow demons. Maybe we just have such a bad concussion that we're just absolutely massacring this entire town.
I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman.
Interesting. Have I seen myself on a TV screen yet? I don't think I have. Maybe I have.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help, but I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice.
Okay, so I guess this is in the future. We haven't found this sheriff individual yet.
Stucky spat on the garage floor and tried to shake the cobwebs from his head. Ever since the couple never showed to pick up the keys, things had been fuzzy. A feeling caught his attention. Stucky looked up and stared as his brain tried in vain to process the horror before him. He stumbled back, knocking over a can of oil. A black pool spread across the floor while he struggled for a brief moment, then let go as the unrelenting darkness engulfed him.
Okay, couple things. First of all, why would used oil be in a can? Because I'm no car expert, but most oil, aside from, fuel oil, is actually clear-ish. Not like fully clear, but like yellowish, almost like vegetable oil looking stuff. It's not, if it's actually healthy new oil, usually as far as I have seen, it's not black. So this could have been a pan of oil, like one of those pans you put under a car to fill it with the old oil when you're replacing oil, and then that oil would probably be black, because oil turns black if it's old and if it's been in a car for a while, I'm pretty sure. So that would make sense. But why would old black oil be in a can? That doesn't track for me personally, but you know. Oh, Barry. Who the heck is Barry?
Barry Wheeler was bouncing off the walls.
Oh, Barry Wheeler, apparently.
He jumped on a plane after his calls were ignored by both Al and Alice for several days. It could mean that they were both on a second
that Barry.
honeymoon, but Barry didn't buy it. Al had been way too unstable for that. Not sleeping, messed up. Barry had years of experience dealing with Alan Wake, and he couldn't ignore it. Something was wrong.
So I guess Barry's coming to check up on us. Alright, that's great. Well, hopefully we didn't miss any manuscript pages. Maybe we had.
The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
Oh, would you look at that? Is this the can of black oil? Can I knock that over? It's a growling outside. Is there a dog here? Is this is this Fallout 4? Get the dog at the gas station. I still need to play Fallout 4, but Fallout 4 is
all right.
My eyes burn.
Keep writing. Outside,
oh,
there's
it's me.
Darkness. Outside
on the
cabin,
TV screen.
Outside the story, there's only darkness.
This was foretold.
I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her. I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost.
I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
I wasn't talking all that crazy. Nordic walking. Incontestably proven health benefits. What is Nordic walking? Is that just walking in a cold environment? Oh, the 68th Annual Deer Fest, September 15th to 18th. Games and activities, raffle tickets, fishing competition, pie contest and surprise competitions, live music for the children, Bucktooth Charlie, afternoons, and Montgomery, the Mystic's Amazing Phantasmagoria, evenings. Don't miss the legendary Deerfest Parade. Alright, sure. Hate to miss it. Sounds delightful. Why do you have so many glasses things? I noticed you had one over there, and I was like, okay, that's a reasonable amount of glasses, but why do you have these two here, too? That's too many glasses. Especially because none of them are prescription, right? I guess they're probably just sunglasses. You don't need sunglasses that often around here.
Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
Oh, did this one work? It did work, and she's here. Hi, Sheriff. I finally got through to you. And there are shadow demons. I'm not crazy.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker, you are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen. I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake, not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head.
He's just collapsing. Yeah,
you okay?
Definitely a concussion.
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay?
If you have a concussion, you want to stay calm
the guy who
and
owns this place?
still.
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest.
I shot him in the face 3 times. He did.
And she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
You gotta be straight up with these people, you know? If you shot Stucky 3 times in the face, you gotta tell her that, you know? It's important information. So I guess Cauldron Lake is a crater? Because you said the eruption got rid of an island, so maybe this is some sort of crater lake, and the island that was there got obliterated by some sort of geothermal activity that happened, and it destroyed it. Alan Wake.
Candy-colored clown they call the Sandman.
All right.
Tiptoes to my room every night.
So I guess the island isn't there.
Just a sprinkle stardust and
That kind of makes you wonder when he got brought into the whole dream thing. I don't know. Well, that was the end of episode 1, I guess. Previously, I just did this
with my wife, Alice.
Did it save?
Thank
Can
you
we?
for coming here with me. I thought
We literally just did this. 3 years. Can we just skip all that? Okay.
I'm home.
Back here, sweetie.
It looks to have saved. Anyways, because that's the end of the episode, I think that's a good place to stop. It's a little shorter than I thought. I thought I'd be going to like 2 hours, but I'm pretty sure if I did another episode, I mean, the introductory episodes are usually shorter, right? So if I did a whole nother episode, it probably would end up like 4 hours into the stream, and that's a bit longer than I usually do. So we're just gonna end it here and jump over to Dottie's stream, or at least I am. So yeah, so far, honestly, I'm kind of enjoying it. It's not at all scary to me thus far. Just like last time. I mean, it's just as scary as any shooter game could be. To me, all shooters are horror games. Even Fallout 4 that I was talking about earlier, I do have it, and I have played a little bit of it, but I got kind of terrified playing it because I think it's because you just have no protection. You know, if you just have a gun, which is a ranged weapon, and an enemy is charging you, it's like you have no real defense against that. You know, I was trying to contemplate why I was so much more scared of Fallout than I was of Skyrim. Because in Skyrim, if an enemy's running at you, you're like, oh yeah, you're just getting inside range so I can hit you with my axe. Like, you know, just please come closer. I'm going to decimate your entire bloodline. Like, it's easy. But then in Fallout, it's like, no, I want you to stay as far away from me as possible. I can sharpshooter you from halfway across the room, but if you're just sprinting at me, there's nothing I can do about that. Like, I mean, at least in Alan Wake, I think the reason why it's different with Alan Wake is not only can you stun the enemies pretty much at any time just by flashing the light strongly at them, even just for a second, it stuns them fully if you just like tap the intensify beam button. That it makes it really easy to kind of keep distance from them. Additionally, they don't do a ton of damage so far, so dying isn't a super huge threat. Additionally, none of them are particularly fast. I mean, some of them were kind of hopping around a bit, but usually they're kind of staying in front of you and you can just keep an eye on them. And additionally, worst case scenario, you can dodge. So if they get up to you and you can't yet shoot them because their darkness hasn't been broken, you can just do your best to dodge. It turns into a Dark Souls game. So all of which I feel like I have control over. You know, I feel like I have it under control. Whereas in something like Fallout 4, I don't think there's a dodge button, as far as I know. I haven't played it in years, because I only played like the first couple hours of it and then got spooked. Because I think I went to that town, which is like the first town after the gas station, and I went into like a convenience store or something in that town, and there were like these ghoul things, and I was like, I was just like, nah, I ain't dealing with this. Like, just zombie things running at me. If they get within melee range, then my personal aim goes way down, because trying to aim at something right in front of your face with a ranged weapon is difficult. So I was like, screw this. I'll be back to this some other day. So I need to play Fallout 4 someday on stream. But yeesh, yeah, that game was spooky to me. But yeah, Alan Wake, it's pretty good so far, aside from me making fun of all the writing, which I really shouldn't be, because it is just a manuscript, and thus it's not even like, it's a first draft. He's just writing whatever the heck he wants, and I'm sitting here like, actually, I would reword it like this. You know, but I should probably give him a little bit more time to work on it before I start judging his writing. But it is fun, you know, to just sit there and explain what I would have done different. It stretches the writing muscles in my brain, because I also have not been able to write in a while personally. I've been at writer's block for some time, and I've been focusing on the streaming so much that I haven't put a lot of time into trying to break the writer's block. So yes, but I really should. I should work on that a bit more. I was at some point recently, but then I got distracted and got out of my morning routine. So I got to get back into that, because I had a morning routine and everything was going great, and then I broke it and I never got back to it, and now it's just kind of sad. But all right, I will be back to this. It seems pretty fun, and yeah, we'll do episode 2 tomorrow, at least, maybe even episode 3, depends on how long they are. But we shall see. So yeah, see you guys then, and goodbye.